What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The car you've been seeing is a full electric vehicle made by a company called Xpeng, and this model is named P7. I just received my brand new P7 about 2 weeks ago after 1 year of waiting. So today I'd like to share about the things that I find the most interesting as an owner. And if you somewhat find this car impressive, please stay tuned because I'll be posting more videos regarding some details that I'm not going to be able to cover in today's video. A little introduction about myself. My name is Jefferson. Last year, Xpeng's first car ever, G3, caught my eyes. Not long after I bought one, I saw the pre-release of this car, P7, and I had just to book it right away. It was beautiful, elegant, yet wild, and of course very cost-worthy, just like G3. I had a good time with the Xpeng G3, and I'm pretty sure my honeymoon with them will be extended by this P7, this machine. The car is 4.88 meters long, and its wall space is only 2 millimeters away from 3 meters. The headlight is constructed in a split style. The one on top is what we call lightsaber headlight. It's responsible for day-running light signature and also incorporates turning light. The lights at the back correlate to the design at the front, where the red lightsabers are tail lights and position lights. My favorite angle of looking at this car is from the side. According to Rafik Farag, the designer of P7, he decided to get rid of the usual light catcher surface to result in a simple yet emotional exterior. Before we talk about the cool designs and techs inside the car, let's try getting first. Essentially, there are 3 different ways to unlock your car and drive it away. When you're carrying your car key and get close to the car in about 1 to 3 meters, the door handle will automatically pop out for your comfort, and as you're getting away from it, it'll automatically pop in to unlock the car. I know that a lot of cars have accomplished the basic Internet of Vehicle functionality where they can control the handle using an app like Xpeng does. But in order for them to drive over the car, they still need the car key to be positioned in the car. But for Xpeng, this is not needed. This is my car key. I don't need it. I can just use my phone to unlock the car and drive it away. The last method is that you can use NFC devices like this card, or a free gift NFC watch given by Xpeng, or an NFC phone, or you can play a little trick like I do all the time. Put the NFC card inside your iPhone's phone case, then your iPhone becomes a key. Before we talk about any details, let me mention my favorite part of the interior, which is called Intelligent Cockpit. And that includes Napa leather seats and 18 audio speakers with one right beside your ear on the driver's seat. Okay, this is what comes to be very interesting. Whenever your navigation plays sound, your music volume will get weakened, and that's pretty annoying. With this headrest speaker, your navigation will be played from this headrest speaker, and then your music will still be playing at the same time without getting affected on the other 17 speakers. That's what they call sharing mode. Or if there are other people in the car and trying to be quiet, and then you still want to listen to music, there's another mode called exclusive mode, where all the music will be purely played from your headrest speaker. Like right now, all the music is played from here. The Intelligent Cockpit will also be able to upgrade through OTAs regarding music quality, sound effects, and different interesting modes. Speaking of OTA, just in case some of you don't know, in an Xpeng or other smart cars, everything in the car can be upgraded through the cloud over the ear, instead of having to go to the maintenance server to replace bits and parts of the car. And that is the core for a car to be smart. Last year with my Xpeng G3, I got about 10 OTA upgrades, including using the car key to summon and control the car to move or auto park, reducing overall auto parking time consumption by 10 seconds, lane centering control and auto lane change, high temperature antibacterial cleaning up for coronavirus. For P7, before it even got delivered to us, there was already an OTA upgrade that incredibly increased the NEDC range for 14 kilometers by optimizing the overall battery efficiency. And a very convenient part is that you can use your phone to reserve a future time for auto updates, or it auto updates at 3 AM for you, instead of having to wait in the car for 30 to 60 minutes before the update completes. All these together can show you how Xpeng is being pretty serious about making their car smart and being able to evolve. The overall interior obeys a minimalistic design where pretty much all the functionalities are integrated into and can be controlled by an infotainment screen that's 14.97 inches, powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 828 processor directly connecting to your dashboard. And every feature does have the ability to be upgraded over the ear, even including the basic functionality of opening up or down the window. And that hypes me up, because with OTA, the only limit of your car is your own imagination. Some people actually complain about not having the hardware buttons because the interaction design for the central control board aren't quite optimal, which is true. But for me, generally, I never touch the central control board and control everything through voice command. It supports continuous conversation without the need to awake the voice assistant. 你好，小屁。
嗨，
关闭空调。
空调已关闭啦。好，一起听歌吧。好，主驾车窗正在打开，正在调节，帮你打开前除物了。
It also supports customized shortcuts for voice commands, which performs a set of routine.
Hi, Jarvis， 准备行动。
收到，座椅调整中，空调已开，温度18度，车窗透气模式，运动模式开启，风量10档，风向吹脸，座椅恢复中。出发去基地，走起。
In terms of spacing, I'm 173 centimeters tall and there are 2 feet headroom in the front seat. For me, at the back, there are 2 feet legroom, 2 USB ports at the back and AC outlets. The luggage compartment for the back trunk is 440 liters, and after pushing down the back chair, it becomes 915 liters. And there is a reasonably spaced front trunk. Everybody who has experienced the car always mentions how great the NVH handling is. So what can you do if your car is really good at handling noises? Some karaoke, of course, but do it at night with your girl. It gets pretty romantic. 'Cause you're my Iron Man, and I love you 3000. And play racing game using your actual steering wheel. Or watch movies. I have to mention the hundreds of mini programs you see here on this infotainment screen. It's basically a pad where you can use food app, traveling app, gaming app, and whatever Alipay supports. I used to be a software engineer at Alipay building these little mini programs, and I'm just hyped to see some of those can be used in my car. When you're reversing your car, you can see a 360-degree reverse image as well as transparent chassis. But hey, why so much trouble if your car is good at auto parking itself? Most smart cars actually implement solely using ultrasonic radar for distance measuring in terms of auto parking. That's not perfectly precise. Xpeng's approach is by merging ultrasonic radar and visual recognition system. It scales into both reverse parking and parallel parking, and you do have the option to be in the car or out of the car when it does its job. From my 1 year plus auto parking experience with Xpeng cars, pretty much all the attempts can be completed within 30 or even 20 seconds. Not as fast as human, but probably more precisely positioned than a lot of human drivers out there. And in the future, my P7 shall be able to remember the commonly parked spots from its memory or shared memories from other P7s in an underground parking lot. And I think it would be extremely valuable if I can just leave my car at the parking lot entrance and it finds its way to auto park itself without the risk of hitting random passengers or vehicles. At least in China, sometimes it would take half an hour just to park your car before you can go shopping in a mall, even with thousands of parking spots everywhere. Another pretty essential thing regarding Xpeng's product is their autonomous driving. Although I'm not gonna get a full Xpilot 3.0 experience until the end of 2020, before they finish testing through all parts of Chinese highway, I've been seeing what they have accomplished so far. There is a critical concept here called NGP, Navigation Guided Pilot, and on phase 1, Xpeng P7 is planning to achieve automate getting on or off highway, speed sign recognition and auto adjusting speed according to the limit, auto making decisions for lane changing, auto overtaking, construction detection, changing highway, multi-laning in a tunnel. In terms of hardware, the fundamental driving assistant chip on P7 is NVIDIA driver X-Saver with 30 trillion calculations per second. On top of that, P7 is configured with 5 high-precision millimeter wave radar and 12 ultrasonic sensors. There are also 13 external cameras and 1 smart internal camera. The differentiating technology they use in Xpilot composed of both visual and high-precision map. When there's a misperception on the visuals in a dark or raining environment, the high-precision map hops in and adjusts the car's decision and makes for itself. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do a professional range test myself, but according to many third-party range tests regarding Xpeng P7's actual range that involves about 70% city road and 30% highway road, this model I'm driving, which has 670 kilometers range, can actually drive for 80% to 90% what it says on its NEDC. With that being said, this model can actually drive for over 600 kilometers, which is about over 375 miles. And I'm expecting the range to be longer if I'm solely driving in the city. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard or even tried the regenerative braking, which is the thing that significantly changes the driving experience for an electric vehicle compared to driving a traditional car. Basically, when you're driving, if you release your pedal, it works as if you're slightly pressing on the brake, because that process regenerates the energy that you use to accelerate your car. And by getting used to regenerative braking, first, you are saving a lot of energy to increase the actual range for your trip. Second, you just don't need to press the brake. And that especially comes in handy during morning or night traffic peak time. And when you're driving this car, you will find it's extremely comfortable, because the chassis, according to Xpeng, is a masterpiece of collaboration with a Tier 1 German chassis tuning team. It implements a front double wishbone and rear 5-link independent suspension, which is really good at absorbing and filtering out the vibration caused by the road bumps. Alright guys, thank you for watching. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know that I didn't talk about a lot of details regarding some specs, more hardwares, more drivings, but those are the things that I like to mention and share more in the future videos after I have more practical driving experience with my P7. So peace.